I'm going to be going over the best and the worst social media platforms to not only get clients, but to generate leads and grow your audience on so that you can grow your business through them. And I'm going to be going over the organic platforms and the paid platforms and which is the best for organic and which is the best for paid. Okay. So first, I want to start off with putting TikTok in D tier straight away because I've seen that TikTok results in the worst quality leads, the worst quality content. It's just not good unless you're a streamer clipping up your clips or different things like that. I disagree with running TikTok ads and doing TikTok marketing. It may be good for e-commerce. It may be good for creators creating content for brands. But if you're owning a business, if you own a software company, if you run an online business or in-person business or a local business, any service business or B2B business, TikTok is probably not the best option. Now, on the brighter side, I would put Instagram at S tier. And the reason why is because not only can you do meta ads, which we'll talk about in a second, but Instagram DM feature cannot be beaten by any other platform. And when everybody is asking for your social medias or, hey, do you have this? They're all asking for your Instagram. And everybody sees your mutuals on Instagram as well, which gives your account a boost. And if you have a lot of followers, it's insanely good for your personal brand, your presence, your everything online. And I'm going to go over Facebook. Now, it's here for a reason. Going over kind of like what you can get from running meta ads on Facebook, Facebook groups. But I would also put Facebook as a social media platform in D tier because not many people are on Facebook regarding, looking to get an offer or looking to connect with people. It's more in the older demographic. So I would put Facebook at D tier. Now X I would put at the A tier. And the reason why is because the top dogs are on X. Every smart person I know is on X. And LinkedIn, I'm going to add it on here in a second. LinkedIn will go there as well. But LinkedIn is also an insane platform. So let me add it. Why I compare X and LinkedIn is because they're both written platforms, meaning that the majority of the content is written and then they can include photos, videos, and other things. But LinkedIn is also pushing their short form content, which is good. X, on the other hand, is not. I think they're pushing long form content, which is really good. But I see the highest quality of people on X and LinkedIn. And I've also experienced people actually asking for your LinkedIn regarding, older people or experienced business owners that aren't even on Instagram to begin with. They don't even want to get on there because Instagram also has short form, but it is very good for conversions whenever you're running paid or organic strategies and marketing. So YouTube, of course, YouTube is S tier. And you may already know why if you're watching my channel, or if you're new, YouTube is the best platform to generate leads. And the reason why is because it's a long form platform. So if you're focusing on long form platform, you can get as much trust with your audience as possible. And it's honestly turning into a streaming platform like Netflix, like Hulu, like TV. Because, YouTube does have YouTube TV, but if we're talking about getting clients, generating leads, the SEO benefits that you get from YouTube, ranking higher whenever somebody's searching up different search terms in your industry, then your videos will pop up. It's a very search and intent-based platform where people are on there to buy, they're on there to know you, they're on there to trust you, like you, and convert as a customer on YouTube. And that's why I focus on YouTube for my clients, for my business, for anybody who I work with or even talk to. I suggest YouTube just because of how powerful it is and the growth trajectory that it has it's insane. And even to pair it with YouTube advertising, I would put that in the S tier as well, just because it's kind of a blue ocean right now. What I mean by that is that everybody is on Meta. Everybody is doing Facebook advertising and the ad costs are rising and people are trying to search for different solutions and other things that aren't as expensive as this, which I'm going to be going over in another video and at the end of this video if you stay to the end to hear what I'm going to say. But it's very important that you don't rely on any ad platforms, which is why I'm going over the social media aspects first. But if you are, I would suggest going into YouTube ads because you might be able to get a higher return on ad spend, even though ad costs are higher on YouTube because it's higher intent, higher base leads, and they watch your video all the way through. But I would suggest going on YouTube ads if you haven't tried it already, because you might see better results doing so. And then Meta, I would put, I'm in between both, but I'm going to have to put it on S tier for paid marketing and paid leads, just because in some certain industries, the Meta AI is insane. What I mean by that is it can go and target people that you didn't even know it could target, right? You don't really need to hire a media buyer just because of the barrier to entry to Meta is very low. You could launch an ad, run a DM ad in a day, and it could work, and it could generate you a lot of revenue doing so. And I also like the DM ads, like I was saying, because you can run a DM ad and then somebody could swipe up and get thrown to your profile and then follow you and go through your stuff. And that's another way to build trust. And that's why I think Meta is very good as well. But YouTube ads, on the other hand, I would suggest hiring somebody. We do YouTube ads, but it's not a sales pitch. I'm serious. You can really target and create so many things within YouTube ads that can really give you a boost compared to any other platform, because you can target keywords, you can target radiuses, you can target certain things within the ad, you can target industries, you can even target where your ad's going to pop up, in play, in stream, search, Google, SEO benefits, a ton of things with YouTube that you can do just because it's interlinked with Google and owned by Google. So that's a really good way. Now, cold email, I would say C tier. It's not completely gone yet. It is degrading, but I would say cold email is not that bad, just because you can do it at mass and you can also automate it. So if you have the right systems in place, you can automate cold email completely, and you can hire a VA to pull your list. You can automate it with different tools like Instantly and SmartLead, and then you could use Make or Zapier to completely automate the entire process, to where all you have to do is click a button, it duplicates a campaign, and then even the leads can get automatically added, but that's a ton of things. But yes, you can do it with a VA and fully automate it, and then some people are checking their emails. Whether they're a high-level CEO, they have an assistant checking their inbox, but if they're a regular CEO and they don't have somebody scanning their inbox and they're manually looking at it, then they'll see your email. But it is hard to get the copy down. It is hard to get the headlines, and it is hard to have a good infrastructure for deliverability and all these things that you need for cold email. That is just really complicated. And then you have to look at how much time you're putting into it versus what you're getting out of it. And that's where people just stop cold email completely and would rather put it into Facebook or YouTube ads or organic content, because you can pretty much just waste time doing and setting up all of this cold email stuff. And then eventually you're not going to get the returns that you want for the time that you're putting in and the money that you're putting in, because leads aren't cheap. To pull at mass, they're not cheap. The software itself is not that cheap. The automations can add up, and the kind of feedback that you're getting can add up as well, to where you're only going to get a couple of calls booked from thousands and thousands of emails sent, depending on your niche. It could be the other way around, where you only have to send a few thousand and then you get a ton of book calls, which is why I do suggest trying it for lead generation. So what I was speaking about, or what I was going to say at the end of the video, is that these two ad platforms, they're slowly going away because of organic content. So if you are a creator and if you know how to create content on the S tier platforms, please DM me on Instagram the word creator, because my company is hiring creators for the different software companies that we work with to pretty much create content to generate sales, leads, and rank them on different platforms like I was talking about. YouTube, create shorts, and on the platforms that actually generate 80%, 90% of the sales organically is Instagram and YouTube. So if you focus on those two platforms, I promise you have an advantage, and then you could go into the ads once you're ready, or you could have us help you with the ads, specifically YouTube ads. And we do YouTube ads as well. And we also help with YouTube tracking and all of this stuff for your organic social media accounts across all platforms to track it all and track all of the metrics and sales from the content, not just the content metrics, but the back-end sales. So if you want that, also send me a message. But this wasn't really a sales pitch. It's just me just ranking the tiers and creating a good video for you guys. See you in the next one.